What's up, guys? Math here, getting ready to watch episode 1138 of One Piece. Last week's episode was one of the best episodes of One Piece, and it's so crazy, like, just how good that episode was. Again, I repeat, I've watched 1,130 plus episodes of this show, and I immediately recognized that it was one of my favorites. Again, maybe top 10, 100% at bare minimum top 30. And again, top 30 out of 1,130 is a lot, is a really good percentage. So I had the time of my life last week. I hope that this episode sort of continues that momentum. I don't want to keep yapping. I do want to hop here to know it. You guys know me. I'm going to talk a decent amount at the end. So if you guys like the video, please drop a like and leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. I've got the full-length reactions up on Patreon to the entirety of the Egghead arc. Finally, and most importantly, if you enjoy my content, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe. Real quick, sorry. If you're interested in my Patreon Egghead reactions, they are $7 a month for all animated shows. So check it out if you're interested. But let's hop into episode 1138. What? I titled my last video "The Greatest Father of All Time." I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna have to see this man. Obviously, he's going to give his life in order for his daughter to escape the island safely. I don't know if he's just. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know why. If he doesn't just paw them immediately, that'd be the smartest thing to do. You're damn right he did. Oh, the Kuma say celestial dragons. That's the goat right there. Go paw your comrades, please. Although that might have just exerted every single ounce of energy. Take Bonney. Leave me with my father. Did you not do this? I thought you left like a special secret the minute he pressed that button, the kill switch. Oh my god. Walking like a Five Nights at Freddy's animatronic. Just get to her already, no offense. Again, I love One Piece. I can never not love One Piece, but this is a One Piece-ism. I've been watching him walk for 2 minutes. Oh, stop it! No, I knew you'd be crying, Frankie. You're crying with me. Yes, yes, yes.
だが条件は守った。お前には完全停止スイッチをつけたのだ。どうなってるベガパンク。こいつは死んだはずだ。
This creepy music. The music is creepy for something so wholesome.
お前には意志もなく、命令すら耳に入らぬ。植物状態になっておるはず。
Love broke through.
ましてや、ボニーのいるこの島へたどり着ける理屈もないんじゃ。科学的に。
Scientifically.
やはり。
Well, lovelifically, it is.
この特性は体の強さではない。
Mental strength?
彼らがかつて。
What? Stop it. They once fought back? Where did you get all that food from? Go to like a Burger King? I mean, you're speed of light, so.
ありがとう、お父さん。お父さんの記憶、全部見たよ。
No.
死にたいの？生きたいの？
Now this music! Oh my god. I mean, it's One Piece. Every episode has the greatest music of all time, but oh my god.
空島はね、太陽に近いからニカがいるかも。
How about we just go to the sun? I mean, if you're looking for Nika, go to the sun.
じゃーん。これあげる。
I mean, like you gotta look at the feature of you know, Bonnie's a character. Like, is she joining the crew? Is she just gonna help Luffy, the Sun God, get the One Piece or achieve his dream or achieve his goal? Or is she just gonna go sailing around the world to all these places that she wanted to hit?
お母さん素敵な人だった
Stop it!
この大会の賞品が脱走の鍵
I didn't even think about that too. Like, through the memories, essentially gets to relive her. I gotta say too, you know, and this isn't like new for One Piece or anything like that, but like Jenny too, I absolutely love Jenny as a character, and I only really got her for like probably like 5 episodes or something like that. Like, the show knows how to make character introductions or arcs efficiently. When it wants to, of course.
早くボニーにも見せてあげたい。病気が治ったらまたここに遊びに来よう。それから一緒に冒険をしよう。
I mean, I wish her was away from... I mean, well, she relived every single one of his memories, so she always technically does have him with her, but...
気を父親にしてくれて。
Obviously, it's unrealistic to ask for. I just want them to go live their life together and explore and this and that, but...
ボー君なんて呼んでもお父さんが誰よりも優しくて誰よりもかっこいい人だったこと私が忘れないからね
Like, I spoke about it all last episode and throughout the arc, but like, again, when you see Bonney, when you get introduced to Bonney hundreds of episodes ago, when you see Bonney at the beginning of the arc, again, she's in an older form, so you see her as so... As older, as mature, or you know what I mean, as someone who's experienced a lot. And then it goes to these moments where you realize she's just a tiny little kid, and all she cares about is her father, man. Yeah. Kuma, if there's anything left in there, just pawpaw her away. Spider gazer. Of course, Frankie, what do you mean it's One Piece? People don't die. Unless you're in a flashback.
愛ゆえと説明してもよいが。なるほど。それは人体の盲弾。およびエラーである。
Snuff it out. Damn, he has a self-cleaning beard.
再生すんだあいつの体。
Sanji, I love you, my boy, but you're not taking him. We gotta tag Luffy back in. He's taking it. Was I wrong? You know what? Sanji, one of my favorite characters. I don't know why I disrespected him. Frankster, what you about to do? Not enough? Laser versus laser. No, that was Kizaru. That was not Frankie. Frankie, you put a hole through him? Oh, he's fine. Hey, gonna leave a mark, but he's fine.
どうしよう
アトラス運べるかラボフェーズへ
俺に任せろ
He got up fast, Frankie! Oh my god.
アトラス急げ
Vegapunk, get out of here too! Why are you still here? What you
ここは
want?
私が
Geezer up to him?
心が持たんか悲しい男じゃのうキザ
Oh,
ル
brother.
いやボルサリーノ
He's already felt it emotionally. You gonna do your duty?
認めよなもっと濃いのをかけてくるん
Don't gotta see my tears?
その全てを破壊せよマスターコールじゃと世界の秘密を探求するのに失われた種族の血を引く
All enemies of the state.
神を呼び起こしてしまったもの
Oh, come on, Luffy, come back. You ate your food.
不都合に満ちて
Full of
いる
inconveniences. Full of devils. The island of Paradis. Oh my god. An excellent follow-up to last episode. Now I will say, again, I'll start off with one slight negative, and then all the rest of the positives. Obviously, there was a couple One Piece-isms in this episode, and specifically the long Kuma walking scene, and also the fact that that's like the third recap montage we've gotten of the Kuma flashback that we just saw for the last 3 months. But other than that, which was a good 3%, or a good third of the episode, but everything else was phenomenal. Bonney crying into Kuma's arms. It was, again, I don't have to speak to you guys about how emotional it is, or that connection, or those characters, that relationship. I don't have to speak to you guys about how good it is. We've been watching it for months together. You know what I mean? But it just still gets you. Seeing, again, I keep mentioning it, but like, Bonnie's age, you know what I mean? You know that she's young, but still, seeing her in an older form, it just mentally, like, subconsciously tricks you. But seeing her in her original state, just so innocent and so young and so reliant on her father, not like physically, because she obviously knows how to handle herself, but I just mean like mentally, like, that's your father, you know what I mean? It's just such a beautiful visual, you know what I mean? And Kuma, obviously a badass with... Again, I don't even know. Again, this whole time I thought that Vegapunk hit something, but apparently he did not. You know what I mean? So, is it really just love, fathership, connection, just, you know, almost reviving Kuma from the dead? You know what I mean? And if so, emotional, you know what I mean? Motivational, the greatest father of all time, okay? And then even this episode, you know, obviously returned back to some of the action. And again, I'm not saying that as like, oh, I hate this emotional stuff. No. I've said it since the very beginning of this channel. Like, fighting has never been something that I watch anime for. Like, I love a good fight, but I'm here for the emotional story or the characters or whatever. And to be quite frank, One Piece has never been a show that has like the greatest action sequences of all time. You know what I mean? The choreography is pretty basic, but you know what I mean? It is basic, but like seeing Sanji block that kick, you know what I mean? I will say I over exaggerated and I downplayed Sanji a little bit. You know, calling for an immediate Luffy return into the fight, not thinking that Sanji could handle a little bit, but he blocked a shot. Frankie put a hole through Saturn, okay? And Saturn reacted. Saturn was in pain from it. My boy Frankie is simply good. Again, I've talked a lot on this channel about pre-time skip and post-time skip, and, you know, problems with post-time skip, not focusing on characters or whatever. But I do find it oddly funny how post-time skip, obviously Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji have been focused on to such a high degree. Again, a little too much, you know what I mean? And then every other one of the Straw Hats have been disrespected in terms of screen time, character moments, power-ups, whatever you want to describe it as. The only one who gets consistent, like, moments is Frankie. Like Brook had Whole Cake. Other than Whole Cake, Brook has done genuinely nothing post-time skip. You know what I mean? Usopp had Dressrosa. Other than Dressrosa, Usopp has done genuinely nothing, okay? Nami had, like, one good moment in Fishman Island, one good moment in Wano, and then other than that, nothing. But Frankie, he's had, like, 20 moments, and he just keeps topping himself. You know what I mean? And I love that for him. Again, Frankie is my favorite Straw Hat, and I do wish the other ones were treated with respect. But still, I'm glad that at least one of the more minor, one of the non-big three Straw Hats is actually given action and importance and all that. So that was great. Again, seeing him take a kick from Kizaru, stand up immediately, and then, like I said, put a hole through Saturn, he's simply goated. He's simply goated. But yeah, that stuff was epic. Man. Yeah, Vegapunk putting up the cuffs, putting up the fisted cuffs. He's dead. I kind of think he's dead. I be quite honest. I thought he was gonna die earlier, like 10 episodes ago. With 10 episodes, maybe 15 episodes ago, with when Kizaru was right on top of him, but Luffy saved the day. I don't know if Luffy's gonna be able to save the day twice. Especially, you know, Kizaru and Saturn are directly next to each other now. Luffy, as strong as Luffy is, he's not gonna be able to 2v1 him. You know what I mean? I feel like he is from the. I'd say he's probably equally even power with Saturn. He's probably a little stronger than Kizaru. Oh, I don't know. No, I take that back. I don't know. Maybe all three of them are equal, and because Kizaru, I feel like I still to this day I've never seen Kizaru try. You know what I mean? For the first couple arcs of the show, he was again just nonchalant, going up against weak enemies, and now he's finally going up against a strong enemy in Luffy. But he's he's mentally out of it almost. It's like, you know what I mean? All of his decisions or fights are clouded with empathy or memories or anything like that. So I feel like he almost has like a -3 stat nerf, if that makes any sense. But like I said, Kizaru and Saturn are directly next to each other. Luffy's not gonna be able to 2v1 them. So I'm kind of scared. And again, Sanji and Frankie are there still, but sorry. You know what I mean? Who am I taking to fight? Sanji, Frankie, and Luffy versus Saturn and Kizaru. I'm gonna have to take Saturn and Kizaru. And don't forget, like Zoro and Lucci are still fighting, and Zoro's probably gonna win that because of course Zoro's probably gonna win that, and the other bums are doing bum stuff. But yeah, I am looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to Luffy versus Saturn very much. I would assume that's something that's gonna have to happen. But again, I don't know because. Can I repeat? I don't know how long this arc is going to be. This could be another 5 episodes. This could be another 30 episodes. You know what I mean? The Buster Call has been officially invoked, as in, the Buster Call is physically starting. It was here, but it's physically starting now. I don't expect to have a long, prolonged Luffy versus Saturn 20 episode fight, and then I've always made references. I feel like this is very sort of like not Marineford, like Impelled Down-ish, very Sabaody Archipelago-ish, in the sense of, we're here, we're in danger, we need to get out of here. You know what I mean? Like, this is not like something where we, like Wano, where we gotta defeat every enemy slowly one by one to save the day. This is okay, we got everyone, let's skedaddle before anything worse happens. So, I don't know though. But like I said, that was an amazing episode. The music in particular was also pretty amazing. And again, when you watch like One Piece, every episode of the show, every 1,000 plus episode of the show has amazing music, but sometimes they just outdo themselves, and I feel like this was one of those outdo themselves ones. And again, too, obviously the animation was excellent. So another banger of an episode. I mean, I didn't even see Luffy that episode. Luffy wasn't even in it for a glimpse. So again, I don't know when he's gonna come back. He should be coming back soon. Again, Kizaru gave him an absolute feast, so he should be back up and pumping. But what are you gonna do? But I think that's gonna be it. I really appreciate you guys for watching. I will see you guys next week for episode 1139. If you guys like the video, please drop a like and leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. I have got the full-length directions on Patreon. Obviously, I have the entirety of the Egghead arc, 1089 to current. It is $7 a month for animated shows. Check it out if you're interested. Finally, and most importantly, if you enjoy my content, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. Again, it really does help me out. I'll see you guys next week. You guys have a good one.